Hi everyone, this is Christine. For this week's video blog, I'm going to be talking about disc intersections with other things I've learned about myself throughout this course so far. So one observation that I had after doing my disc intersection or my disc inventory and just kind of taking a broader look at the work we have done in this course so far is a lot of the things I have learned about myself and my core values and my saboteurs and even my disc assessment, I feel like it all very much fits together very nicely. I don't know what I was expecting because everything I've seen, I don't know if it's self-confirming bias, but I'm like, that's me. And I feel like all of it just makes sense together, taking a step back and looking at it all cumulatively. So my disc, if you didn't know already, and maybe you could probably guess this, but I'm a high I, high D, little c, little s, right here. So according to the disc inventory, it said my most comfortable role is a motivator, and my temperament, according to the sheet, it says my temperament is direct, assertive, which allows me to connect and gain the respect of others, and also they have the ability to encourage others through speech and being articulate. And I feel like this connects back to my values that I wrote about during the first couple weeks of the semester. And one of the values that I had was kind of being ambitious and like well-spoken for myself, and also kind of having a good strong support group and like surrounding myself with positive people because I want to be a positive person. I feel like that kind of makes sense with my temperament. And also one other thing that I found very interesting is the DISC assessment noted that motivators need to have authority and be in control of making decisions. They have a fear of public embarrassment and loss of social recognition. I feel like this paired very nicely with my saboteurs, in particular the hyper-rationalizer and hyper-vigilant saboteurs that I have. So as for hyper-rationalizer, the way that it was described was I tend to overthink and analyze different things in my life, especially like my actions or my relationship with people, and I feel like I really do analyze my relationships with people. And when we listen to the 4 agreements, the author kind of talked about you should never really try to interpret values past their face value, or face appearance, because you should just expect the truth from others and not try and overinterpret things. But I am an overthinker. I have overthinking capabilities, but I feel like that made a lot of sense because I want to kind of, and this also goes with hypervigilant, is I kind of want to know what's going to happen so I can be in control, so I can prevent being embarrassed or kind of failing or things like that. So that kind of matched up with what it said a motivator does. And also my communication style is very direct and assertive, and I feel like this is very much true because I personally do not have the most patience. It is a quality that I'm working on, but I need people to be direct when communicating with me. I don't like people to beat around the bush. I want you to start with your point and then you can continue with it. And then one other thing that I noted that I think was very interesting was I have a personal goal, and also one of my personal values is to be very positive, and it said motivators have a pretty optimistic outlook and use their optimism to inspire team members. So overall, I was very surprised by how much all of my results from all the work we've been doing correlated very nicely. Thank you.